Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. I had just a few minutes tonight, so I thought I would come out here and get some work done on the first gen. Just kind of been, really haven't had the best of brakes. Couldn't get them bled, which you're supposed to bleed them after you change your booster. Not necessarily the booster, but your master cylinder. You need to bleed your brakes. I couldn't get them broke loose, so been soaking them just a little bit and trying to get them broke loose. Right here, this is what we got. This one is all cleaned up. It was completely plugged, so I got it cleaned up, and it was actually rusted on the inside. A really good way actually to bleed your brakes to get started is to just let the fluid gravitate to each individual section. So when I first took this bleeder screw out, there was nothing coming out of that wheel caliper, and that's the front driver's side is what I'm working on thus far. So I'm gonna go back under there, see where it's at, see if we got some fluid dripping out of it. If so, I know the caliper is completely full. I can go ahead and put this bleeder back in there because I have it clean, and I'll move on to the next one. Yeah, it was really in there tight, so wasn't able to get it out. And then gonna move on to the back and so. So working on those. Also Tuesday we will have a tool video. We got some stuff in from Ulsa Tools. You guys know that I am one of their brand ambassadors for the next quarter. Me, the Bearded Jeeper, and Poor Man's Mods. You guys check out their channels also. We have some half-inch 6-point impact sockets to check out, and then also we have the extendable breaker bar. So we're going to be trying this out on Tuesday. Do kind of an unboxing because it's actually already unboxed. I wanted to see them, see what they look like. So this came just like this, just in a box, so there really is no unboxing to that, but looking forward to trying out this extendable breaker bar. I'm going to extend it all the way out and see exactly what we can do with it, just by a bolt or something like that in my vise back there. House renovations are moving forward. As you can see, old refrigerator is out, new refrigerator and everything's in. When we're kind of done for the most part, we'll do a walkthrough, show you everything that I did. But right now, let's go ahead and put this bleeder back, or see if we got fluid there. Put this bleeder back in and move on to the other three. Sorry. Well, actually 4, because I found like a proportioning valve underneath there, and it looked like a bleeder screw in there too. All right, like I said, that did not have any fluid at all coming out of it when I first took the bleeder screw out. So we got some drippage and seepage. This is what I was talking about here. You can see that the bleeder is at the top of the caliper, so we know that that has fluid clear to the top. We'll go ahead and put this bleeder back in and tighten it up, and then we'll have to move on to the next one and then have somebody help us and get these brakes bled. Alright, we're going to move on to the passenger side now and see if we can't get that one out. Alright, see if we can't get this one broke loose. That one there is at least a little bit wet. The other one was completely dry and completely rusted over. And you can see there's still no brake fluid coming out of the reservoir, or coming out of the back of the piston there. So we'll go ahead and go get this one cleaned up. All right, to get these cleaned up, the only thing I've been doing is just wire wheeling them a little bit. If I have to, I take like a little piece of wire or something and stick it in the orifice there, and then also down in here, and then hit them with some brake fluid or some brake cleaner, and make sure everything's clear. If I can't get it cleared out, then we'll have to go get new ones. All right, that's all I've been doing. That one's clean and ready to go back in. We'll check that caliper up front there and see if we have fluid coming out of it, and see if this one's ready to install. Then we can move on to the back. All right, just like the other side, you can see that fluid is starting to seep out of that caliper, so we can go ahead and reinstall the bleeder. All right, the back's just a little bit different. You can see right there's the bleeder screw. The back is drum brakes. I'm sure you guys know what those are. So each one of these has its own wheel cylinder, which is right there, and they have it on both sides. This is what I was talking about right here. I have no idea what it is. It looks like it could be a anti-lock, or maybe, I don't know it. I really don't know. Proportioning valve, I really don't know what it is, but as you can see, like I said, it does have a bleeder screw on it. So I'll probably pull that one out and clean it also, and that way I know all the bleeder screws are clean, just in case there is anything that I need to bleed with this. Alright, so I lied. That one up there on that little proportioning valve was a different size. This is one of them out of the driver's side wheel cylinder. It was a little tough getting on there. The reason I didn't take the one off that proportioning valve is because it was a different size. I only had one socket. So you can see that's dry as a bone. So there was no fluid back there in that wheel cylinder at all. So we're going to go ahead and get this cleaned up. Hopefully gravity is in my favor and pulls that fluid back to that wheel cylinder when we get ready to roll under there and reinstall this one. Alright, as you can see, gravity has been my friend on this one also, so we can go ahead and get this one back in there and then move over to the passenger side and get that one out. And have somebody come out and do the pump me up and release, or just pump me up and hold, I mean. And we'll get these brakes bled and hopefully have some good stiff pedal. Alright, I started to record taking this passenger side out, but this one by far was the worst one to come out, but it did have fluid back at that wheel cylinder, so that's a good thing. So now I've got it stuck in the socket, kind of cockeyed. The reason I'm using a socket is because it gets a better grip. I do have some line wrenches, but I was not able to. It just seemed like it wanted to slide. So with the socket, it is all the way around the nut portion of the bleeder, so that's why I was using that. So now I just got to get that out of there and get that cleaned up and put back in the truck. Just put it in the vise, make sure not to be on my bleeder hole, give it just a little bit of pressure, and was able to twist it right off. Alright, I got that all done, and now I know I have fluid at all four corners. Also, I wanted to show you something. This is why I can't stress enough to keep an eye on your master cylinder to make sure that you keep oil in it. You see how that back reservoir, it's down just a little bit, but not too bad. But that front reservoir, it is getting close to almost empty. So it's a good idea to make sure and remember to keep fluid in there. As you can see, I forgot and almost pretty much screwed myself because I would have incorporated more air into the system. By doing so, you can see that I've pretty much probably almost got all the air out of there, but you will still need to bleed it. Got pretty clean fluid in there, and it's a pretty good way to change your brake fluid also. Just sit there and let it gravity. Use a catch pan, catch bottle, however you want to do it. Put a little hose over the bleeder, however you want to do it. Just let it bleed back to all four corners and you have nice fresh fluid there. So just one last thing I would like to ask you guys. I got one not really struggling with. I just want to get your guys' opinion. Boy, it really washed out. Anyway, just want to get you guys' opinion on the first gen tires and wheels. Should I go low and fat, lower the back to match the front, or raise the front just a little bit to match the back? I still want to go, I think, low and fat. Maybe do some -44s on it with some nice road tires. Or should I do just a standard tucked tire and call it a day? So post a comment, let me know what you guys think. I would like to go low in fat, but I would like to hear what you guys have to say too, just, or, you know, keep them tucked. So I do have the 3rd gen factory Steelies I can put on there. You can see those are some narrow, skinny ass tires. So we could have the factory 3rd gen tires back there in the shed that I bought for winter wheels on the 2nd gen. We can throw those on there and see how those look too. Just for something different to put on there. I would like to try put 2nd gen tires and wheels on there, but those are 33 1250s. A 33 would probably be just a little bit way too big. So what I'm thinking as far as tire size is like a 305 55 or a 305 50, and I would like to maybe do a 20 by 10 or maybe a 20 by 12 wheel. So anyway, post a comment, let me know what you guys think. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you have not already done so, check out Olsa Tools. Link is in the description. And also, been drinking me some Deadhead coffee. I'm sorry, Deadhead. Some Dead Pedal coffee. The box was down there, I saw it. So you guys check them out. They are on Facebook. They are on Instagram. It's deadpedalcoffee.com. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much going to do it. I just wanted to do something short and sweet and to the point. Okay, maybe it's not short and sweet. Maybe it's not to the point. But anyway, guys, love y'all. Like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you guys in the next one.